Petal 6. God. Seeing the higher truth beyond the matrix. Some people die and come back to life, what is known as near-death experience, or NDE, to gain spiritual insight and truth. I didn't have to have an NDE to gain spiritual truth. I had a prophetic vision, or an outer body experience, in my backyard during a dark time in the writing of my first sunflower, Fearless Freedom. It was one of those multi-dimensional experiences where words can't really describe the depth and profundity of it, but I will try regardless. I was standing outside in my yard, walking karma, when instantly I was out of my body, looking down on the earth and all of humanity. It was like a sunroof opened and I was peering down through it, seeing what God sees with omnipresent vision and awareness. I saw all of humanity at one time, with a veil covering their heads and the front of their faces. The humans appeared like they were all walking around asleep, blinded to their true nature. They had no idea of the divine within and of their connection to God, that they were God. They were walking sleepers. Then I felt this huge wave of emotion come over me. I gasped and was right back down in my body. The universe was giving me a glimpse beyond the Maya, or the Matrix, into the higher reality of truth. I stood there for a few minutes taking it in, not believing what just transpired. I saw it, I felt it, it was profound. In that instant, I saw the core problem of the entire world, the forgetting of who we are. We are the omnipresent energy of the Almighty Creator. We are God expressing itself in this physical vessel. All is God. Einstein said, God is all that exists. It is the sum of all energy in the universe. Consciousness equals God. The words are interchangeable. Here is a teaching by Michael Love of the Pleiadians, who are our extraterrestrial brothers and sisters here with us on the planet Earth. 1. Consciousness is the primary existence. 2. You are this consciousness. 3. There is only one consciousness in the universe. I am God doesn't give you a God complex. Have I not said you are all the same as well? This is the correct teaching about who God is. Every being in the universe is God's source, is an emanation of the same one consciousness that exists. Every saint and sinner is God. All things are God manifested. All beings are God manifested. There is nothing that is not God. It is impossible for a thing not to be this. What is called God is the whole of the universe, and trying to place something outside of that whole produces error. You are God, so get over it. When you are truly resonating in the vibrational frequency of your I Am presence, there is no more loving yourself because you are love itself. It's like asking the water to be wet, or asking God to love him or herself. God is omnipresent love. The song by the Beatles, All You Need Is Love, is another way to keep us trapped in the conditioned mind and form, looking for love externally. You don't need love, you are love. Let go and let God within. The mantra, let go and let God, is a healing balm for my soul. It's helpful, especially when you are a controlling person like me. When I say the words, I could literally feel the tension leave my body and mind. And why wouldn't it? I'm giving my problems up to a higher power, God and the universe, and that's a big relief. I had a shift in awareness about this statement one day during meditation. I was repeating the mantra to myself and realized that the God that I'm letting it go to is me, the God within me. I am that God. So a more accurate statement would be then, let go and let God within me. We take back our power when we come to fully know and be the let go and let God within. So many people are relying on the big guy in the sky to fix their problems and the problems of this world. And that's just not how it works. When we let go and let God within, we take responsibility for our lives. My opinion is that religion, while it can have many beautiful and truthful aspects to it, keeps us separate and divided within and without. We came here to learn responsible co-creation as spiritual human beings. When you leave your life to an outside force, even if it's God, you are still disempowering yourself. If you think confession is going to save you, think again. You don't need forgiveness from God. God is not a judging God. You need forgiveness from yourself. That will set you free. And if you believe God is responsible for the problems in the world, you are mistaken. We have free will. That is our divine gift and our birthright when we came here to earth. God is not controlling us and making the mess. We are. All the pain and suffering in the world is due to our human miscreations, and we are the ones that have to be responsible to clean it all up. The way to the future is not an externalness, but an internalness. We need to activate the internal compass and call upon the source inside, not the source that sits in the sky. We came into these bodies, into the planet with God inside, with the Creator inside. When the God inside became the God outside, we didn't just remove God from inside the society, we removed God from ourselves. It's a disservice and a dysfunction to the entire body of humanity. I created the rainbows? Yes, beloved, they say with a sigh, you created the rainbows. I'm not saying there's no God outside of us, because I do believe in a personal, external God, goddess, or godparents. I believe in guardian angels, spirit guides, light beings, ascended masters, our star family, but we are also part of source energy. In the higher reality, there is no difference giving it up to a God outside of yourself and giving it up to God within, because we are one. But on a human level of understanding, there is a big difference. I used to walk around asking for signs constantly. I'd say to God, if I should do this, show me a sign. I would get them almost all the time, but it wasn't until this recent spiritual awakening that I realized it was me, my God self, giving me the signs. All the rainbows I created. What a revelation. Take it one step further, the books that resonate deeply with me, I wrote them, and another timeline is a signpost for me to remember and wake up now. You know you've reached another level of spiritual awakening when you say to yourself, you can't make this shit up. And then you catch yourself and say, oh yeah, I did. My spirit entourage have a sense of humor like mine. Once I was told that they mirror even us with their humor. After I asked them if it was me creating the rainbows, they offered me a name for one of my books. They sighed, rolled their eyes, I imagine, and said, oh gee, I really am the creator. Would be a good name for your next sunflower, beloved. I can't tell you how many times Sita said to me, but you are God, brother, you are God. I can literally hear her voice in my head, and I'm like, yeah, not taking it in fully. I only intellectually understood it. It wasn't until it seeped into my being and my heart, felt it, that I had the true awakening. Holy shit, I am God. The light bulb went off. Now when I hear someone say, let go and let God, or God has a bigger plan for me, or trust in God, in my head I say, the God within. It's just for my own way of cementing and cognizing it so the change can stick. This is an important practice. When I used to attend Catholic church services and we had to repeat the verses like a parrot, I never would say, I am not worthy. To me, that was complete bullshit. What kind of religion indoctrinates you to be unworthy? Words are living energy and part of the cycle of creation. Be mindful of the words that you cut the air with. Words are creation.